Hello everyone, I hope we're all doing well. I'm happy to see your beautiful faces. Hi Lucy, you look super elated today. Did you win a lottery?
Hello Dr. Samir, your observation is actually on point. My befriend actually proposed to me during the weekend, and that has really impacted my mood positively.
Congratulations to you Loretta, I'm so glad to hear that. I wish you and your partner all the best.
Thank you Dr. Samir, and thanks everyone.
So let's get straight into the business of the day. Just like I mentioned in our last meeting, we will be looking at how we can be a source of support to people struggling with depression. Today, I will be sharing with us 10 healthy ways of helping people with depression. It's essential to also note that the information being communicated is not meant to replace therapy or serve as therapeutic intervention, but for education and awareness purpose. As a background to our discussion, becoming a positive influence on someone you care about is essential, and this requires certain skills if we are going to make any impact. At some point in our lives we would have had encounters with individuals with mental health challenges, depression in particular. Either a close family member, friends, a colleague at work, co-students, neighbor, our spouse or partner, and many more. These few tips could be useful in helping individuals going through a depressive episode. Number 1. Accept that you can't fix them. It is important to note that depression is often a complex condition with emotional, physical and cognitive components. Your effort alone is not what is primarily required for them to recover. Your support is only meant to contribute to their recovery, as most people going through depression will need help from a mental health professional. Be it a psychiatrist, clinical psychologist, and other mental health professionals. Number 2. Make them feel comfortable. It's essential that you create a safe space where the person can feel loved and comfortable. Tip number 3. Validate their feelings. Group of dots for an individual going through a depressive phase or mental health challenge. It is essential that we validate their feelings when they communicate them, rather than playing it down or discarding their distressing emotions. Sometimes, individual going through depression may say words like, "I don't think things will ever get better." Our response shouldn't be to tell the individual not to feel that way. Rather, we are to say words like, "With what you're going through, it's not out of place to feel that way, and such feelings are usually distressing, tough and difficult to handle. So sorry you have to go through all these challenging and distressing emotions, but be rest assured that things will get better and you won't always have to feel this way forever." So invalidating the feelings of an individual going through a depressive phase is not a healthy way of providing support. The 4th tip I will share is the need for us to love them the way they want to be loved. We have to love them the way they want to be loved. Find out what their love language is and communicate love to them. The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman gave a lot of insight into the different love languages. They include words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, and physical touch. The first love language we will highlight is words of affirmation. These are a set of people who want love to be expressed to them via verbal affirmation, encouragement, compliments, and appreciation, especially when it's coming from a loved one. The second love language is what is known as the act of service. This particular love language centers around showing care and love through actions and gestures of assistance, support and service. The people who have this as their primary love language feels loved and valued when you perform helpful tasks or act of kindness for them. Group of dots. The third love language I'll mention is what is generally called receiving gifts. This particular love language involves expressing love through the giving and receiving of gifts. The individuals who value receiving gifts appreciate thoughtful gestures, surprises, and tokens of affection that symbolize love and thoughtfulness. The 4th love language is known as quality time. This particular love language places emphasis on spending quality and meaningful time together and engaging in activities that promote intimacy, connection, and bonding. This makes individuals who value quality time feel loved when they receive undivided attention, engage in meaningful conversations, and share experiences with their loved ones. The 5th and the final love language is physical touch. The individuals who have this as their primary love language want love and affection to be expressed to them through physical touch, such as hugs, kisses, cuddling, pecking, and holding of hands. So these are the 5 different love languages that we have. It's also important to note that most people won't mind love to be expressed to them via these 5 ways. But one of them will always be a primary love language, the one we prefer to the other ones. This conversation also poses a question to all of us, which is, do you know your own primary love language? I'll leave you to think about that, cause it's a topic I will want us to dwell on extensively in the later days. In my years of practice I've heard people complain over and over of how their spouse, parents or family members doesn't love them. Over time most of those situations are usually as a result of the inability of the people around them to show love to them the way they want to be loved. The 5th tip is the need for is to be a good listener. It's essential to do more of listening than talking when trying to help and assist individuals with depression. Listen to them with the aim of understanding what they are saying, not just listening to them with the sole aim of giving a response. Most people find it easy talking than listening. Listening is a skill that can be improved on. Not listening appropriately to individuals with depression may deter them from expressing their feelings. Number 6, realistic expectations. Ensure that your expectations from them is realistic, and that it doesn't put further pressure on them. Tip number 7, engage in hobbies with them. With less force, engaging in hobbies together could be helpful, especially on the few occasions they decide to engage in them. Tip number 8, appreciate and commend their little effort. This could serve as a motivation which could propel them to engage more in healthy activities. Tip number 9, be hilarious and lively around them. Your facial expressions, body language and gestures should not be dull, and also not excessive. Talk about funny and pleasurable memories and events. You can decide to watch comic videos with them. Mood is contagious. Stay bright and happy when you are around them. The 10th and final tip for this psychoeducation session is for you to communicate the need to seek professional help. There are well-trained mental health professionals who are equipped with adequate skills to help manage various mood disorders and any form of psychiatric illnesses. They should not be forced. Rather, talk them into seeing reasons why they should seek professional help. I'll stop at this point for today, and we'll continue to share more tips in our next meeting. I hope to see all of you in our next psychoeducation meeting.
Thank you, Dr. Samir, for this insightful psychoeducation session. I look forward to putting the information communicated into practice. On behalf of every member of this group, we say a big thank you.